Welcome. You've arrived at this moment, and that is enough. Let yourself sink into comfort. Whether you're lying on your bed or curled up in a cozy spot, gently let the world fall away. This is your time to rest, to breathe, to come home to yourself. Close your eyes now. Take a slow breath in and release. Feel your shoulders begin to loosen. Feel the muscles around your eyes soften. Feel the day unravel from your body, breath by breath. Now, picture yourself standing at the threshold of an ancient forest. The trees rise tall before you, their branches arching like welcoming arms. The sky above is turning to twilight, painted with the soft hues of fading sunlight, lavender, silver, and deepening blue. The forest air is cool and scented, pine, moss, a whisper of wildflowers. You take a step forward, and the forest welcomes you. The earth beneath your feet is soft with fallen leaves. Each footstep is silent, like walking on velvet. With each breath, you feel more rooted, more present, more at peace. A gentle wind stirs the leaves, rustling like distant lullabies. You walk slowly. There's no hurry here. To your left, a brook trickles through stones. Its water's clear and bright. You follow the sound, and soon you reach a small wooden bridge. You rest your hands on the smooth railing and watch the water flow beneath you, glimmering, calm. You take another breath and release. The trail leads you onward, winding through trees bathed in silver moonlight. Fireflies begin to appear, tiny sparks of gold blinking in and out of the shadows. They drift around you gently, as if showing you the way. Further ahead, the forest opens into a meadow, blanketed with soft grass and wildflowers that sway gently in the breeze. You walk through it, fingers brushing petals as you pass. In the center of the meadow sits a round stone, smooth and cool. You sit there, breathing in the night. A pair of owls call to one another in the distance. The stars above shine clearer now, bold and steady. The world is quiet, and so are you. You feel your breath settle. You feel your thoughts slow. After some time, the trail appears again. You rise and follow it deeper into the woods. Now the trees grow older, their bark rich with moss and memory. The light softens further. You reach a glade where lantern mushrooms glow at the base of the trunks, casting a soft golden light. Here, you find a small treehouse nestled in the branches of a great oak. The ladder is smooth and inviting. You climb slowly, effortlessly, and reach a platform surrounded by cushions of moss and woven grass. You lie down. Above you, the sky stretches wide, stars scattered across deep velvet. A gentle wind stirs through the leaves. You can hear the distant sound of water and the occasional flutter of night birds. The forest hums like a cradle song, and you rest there, safely suspended among the trees. You feel the rhythm of the night join your breath. Breathe in and out. A dream stirs within you. You find yourself walking a quiet path lit only by the glow of starlight and floating orbs. The path leads to a mirrored lake, still as glass. You kneel by the edge, seeing your reflection, calm, centered, open. You walk along the lakeside. The trail rises into the hills, leading to a peaceful clearing where a nest of moss and feathers awaits you. It's as though the forest knew you were coming. You curl into it. The earth cradles you. Above, stars pulse gently. Within, your heart is quiet. Let your breath carry you now into peace. You are safe. You are loved. You are home. But even here, in this comfort, a gentle curiosity stirs, not urgent, just a soft pull, like the breeze calling you to explore a little farther. So, in your dream body, light as air, you rise and take a step forward. A new path appears, faint, dappled with starlight and lined with soft moss. The air shifts around you. You can smell something warm and comforting now, the delicate scent of baked figs, honeyed bark, and morning dew. It fills your lungs as you walk. The ground beneath your feet feels almost cloud-like, plush, yielding, yet steady. As you move forward, you run your hand along a low-hanging branch. It's covered in soft lichen, like velvet stitched by time itself. You hear a sound, a low, melodic hum, like wind moving through crystal. You follow it, deeper into the woods, until the trees begin to thin and give way to something new. Ahead is a glowing grove unlike anything you've seen. The trees here are translucent, glowing from within with hues of pale amber, soft jade, and dusky rose. Each one sways gently without wind, pulsing as though breathing. You step into the grove, and with each step, the colors shift subtly around you. You pause. A warm light glows from the base of one of the trees, and beneath it rests a wooden bowl filled with small fruits, star-shaped and luminescent. You take one in your hand. It feels cool, smooth, and firm. You bite gently, and the taste is extraordinary, like sweet pear, warm vanilla, and a whisper of mint. Nearby, a stream winds in a spiral pattern through the grove. You kneel beside it and dip your fingertips into the water. It's silky and warm, like bathing in moonlight. The sound it makes is unlike any ordinary stream. Each ripple plays a soft note, as if the water is singing just for you. A night creature peers from behind a glowing fern, not quite a fox, not quite a deer, but something gentle and knowing. It doesn't speak, but you feel its presence. It watches over you. You sit on a stone that feels as if it remembers stories. Beneath your hand, it hums faintly, not a sound, but a sensation, like resting your palm on a heartbeat. The sky above this grove is deeper now. Stars drift across it in slow trails, and soft petals fall from unseen blossoms high above, disappearing before they reach the ground. One touches your shoulder, and you feel a gentle warmth spread through you. You close your eyes. You breathe, and the forest waits with you. You remain there for a few long breaths, until something stirs again, not with urgency, but with a sense of gentle wonder. You rise once more, not walking, but floating as if carried by thought itself. The grove behind you dims, not disappearing, but folding itself quietly away. Before you, a silken trail unfurls, gleaming faintly like morning frost. As you glide along this new path, you feel the temperature change slightly. The air grows cooler, cleaner. You inhale, and it smells like distant rain and crushed pine needles, sharp but calming. Your skin tingles gently, as if kissed by dew. Soon, the trees shift again, thinning into tall reeds, and the ground becomes soft and damp beneath your feet. The sound of your steps blends with the faint rustle of cattails and the hush of wind skipping across water. You arrive at a wetland, wide, glassy, and silver under a waxing moon. Floating lily pads stretch out before you, and glowing insects weave through the stems. You follow a wooden walkway, soft with moss, that curves through the wetland like a ribbon. The sounds here are quiet but layered. You hear the click of frogs, the sigh of herons settling in tall grasses, and the distant bubbling of hidden springs. Every sound seems tuned to your breath. Your eyes catch a ripple in the water. From it rises a mist, faintly shimmering, swirling around you. You raise your hand to touch it, and the mist clings to your fingertips. Cool and refreshing. The scent is unlike anything you've known, a blend of rain-washed stone, morning leaves, and something floral, wild, untouched. The path leads to a circular dock at the heart of the wetland. In the center is a low wooden seat draped in woven reed mats. You sit down. All around you, the stillness deepens. The sky opens above, and in it are more stars than you thought could exist, each one pulsing like a breath, like a heartbeat. You close your eyes, and everything listens with you. You sit quietly, the weight of the day fully gone now, replaced by a soft awareness of the moment, your breath, your stillness, your place in the living forest. You slowly open your eyes, and the landscape before you has shifted once more. The wetland recedes into memory, and before you stretches a gently rising trail framed by wild grass and tall trees. their trunks speckled with light from the stars above. The path winds upward through a gently sloped hill. With each step, you notice how the terrain changes from soft soil to stone-dusted gravel. Cool beneath your feet. You pause and take in the scent of the night, damp earth. Crushed wild mint underfoot. The faint smoke of distant cedar. To your right, a line of slender birch trees glows faintly in the starlight. Their white bark soft to the eye. Their leaves tremble faintly in the wind, whispering ancient things, not in words, but in feeling. Peace, continuity, belonging. A breeze stirs the tall grass, brushing against your legs. It feels like being gently touched by time itself, not rushing, just unfolding. From somewhere beyond the trees comes the low croak of a frog, and then the distant tapping of a woodpecker still foraging in the dark. As you crest the hill, the forest parts again. Ahead is a wide, flat stretch of meadowland ringed by soft pines. The air is sweeter here, as though touched by flowers even unseen. You catch the subtle scent of chamomile, maybe a bit of warm clover. Fireflies hover low to the ground, moving slowly now, their lights steady, their pace unhurried. You walk through them like wading through a galaxy turned to earth. You extend a hand, and one lands on your knuckle for a breath, then floats away without sound. At the far edge of the meadow, you come across an old wooden bench. It's worn smooth with time, but steady. You sit. The wood is cool and reassuring. You place your hands on your knees, feel the breeze in your hair, and listen again. Crickets begin their quiet concert. The rustle of the trees above harmonizes with the far-off flow of a stream you cannot yet see but know is near. A small bird trills once, brief, bright, and then quiet again. You lean back, gaze upward. The sky is wide now, wider than before, and darker, a deeper blue ink spilling across the horizon. Stars scatter in new patterns. One falls, streaking across the heavens, and you smile. You don't wish on it. You don't need to. You already have everything you need. You breathe in. You breathe out. And then you rise again. You continue your walk, now guided only by the rhythm of your breath and the gentle call of the night. The path narrows and dips gently downward. The air grows slightly cooler, and you notice the ground becoming softer beneath your feet, more moss than soil, lush and springy. As you move forward, the tall pines begin to spread farther apart, giving way to a dense grove of alder and aspen. A soft rustle stops you. You pause, instinctively still, and wait. Between the branches, a pair of amber eyes looks back at you, not startled, just curious. A small creature steps forward into the moonlight, It's a red fox, sleek and calm, its fur glowing faintly in the silver light. It doesn't run. It simply watches. Then it turns and walks ahead, its paws silent in the underbrush, glancing back only once. Without thought, you follow. The fox leads you down a narrow deer path lined with low ferns and clover. The forest grows denser again, but not darker. The moonlight slips between every leaf. The scent of cedar deepens. A cool trickle of water becomes louder with each step. Eventually, the trees part to reveal a shallow stream weaving through smooth rocks. On the opposite bank, the fox stops and sits, watching as you approach. You step into the stream. The water is cold, clear, and wraps around your ankles like silk. Each footstep stirs up tiny clouds of sand, and the stones beneath your soles are rounded and firm. You reach the other side. The fox rises, dips its head once, and then disappears silently into the woods. But you feel no loss, only a quiet thankfulness. Now you're here. This place. A ring of trees surrounds a glade carpeted with wild thyme and soft moss. In the center is a small fire pit, not burning, but still warm, as if someone had just been here, tending it for you. You sit on a smooth stone beside it. The warmth reaches your palms. You look up. The trees sway gently, their silhouettes sharp against the stars. Above, a slow wind brushes past, bringing with it the scent of wood smoke and something faintly floral, night jasmine. Perhaps, in the distance, you hear the soft hoot of an owl, then the quiet rustle of a rabbit slipping through the grass. Life moves all around you, unhurried and unafraid. You lie back on the moss, your eyes close. The ground is solid and cool beneath you. The forest breathes beside you, and sleep begins to gather again. But before you drift completely, a new sound emerges, soft and scattered. The first droplets fall through the trees, quiet as whispers. You open your eyes, and the forest above is gently darkening. A light rain has begun, not cold or hurried, but calm, each drop like a soft fingertip tapping the leaves, the ground, your skin. You sit up slowly. The glade around you shimmers as rain collects on branches, on petals, on stone. The moss beneath you holds the moisture like a sponge, springy and sweet smelling. You breathe in the scent of rain-drenched earth, fresh pine, and clean bark surrounds you. The animals do not flee. A deer pauses nearby, its ears flicking as it lifts its face to the sky. Tiny birds flutter beneath thick boughs, shaking off droplets with little chirps. Everything accepts the rain without hesitation, and so do you. You rise and begin walking again, your pace slow and steady. The canopy filters the rainfall into a steady, soothing rhythm. Overhead, clouds roll in, muted gray with edges lit by starlight. Mist begins to gather low along the path, curling around your legs in threads of silver. Ahead, you spot a small wooden shelter tucked beneath a rise, a rustic lean-to built from thick branches and lined with dry grass and woven reeds. You step inside. It is dry, warm, and smells faintly of herbs and aged wood. You sit on a folded mat and listen to the rain patter softly against the roof. The shelter has an open view of the trees. From here, you can see rain droplets clinging to spider webs, to leaves, to the velvet tips of ferns. The world sparkles under the gentle storm. You let your hand rest on a piece of driftwood, smooth and cool. A mug sits nearby, carved from bark. Inside, it holds warm tea as if left for you. You take a sip. It tastes of elderflower and lemon balm. The warmth travels down your chest and spreads through your limbs. In this quiet space, every sound matters, the softened call of a loon in the distance, the rustle of leaves shifting under weightless water, the occasional hush of wind. Nothing is loud. Everything is present. You pull a blanket around your shoulders, wool, worn and heavy with comfort. You rest your back against the slanted wall, legs stretched before you, breath slow and even. The rain continues, and you remain still, sheltered and soothed. Eventually, the rain begins to lighten. The rhythm on the roof fades into soft taps and then into silence. A breeze drifts through the trees, lifting the lingering mist and pushing the clouds gently onward. You step out from the shelter. The ground glistens, soaked and fragrant. The air feels cleansed, rich with petrichor, pine, and the cool purity that follows a storm. Each leaf glimmers with droplets that catch the light like tiny crystals. The world hasn't just resumed, it has deepened. The path ahead is clear. You begin walking again, this time toward the slope of a hill that rises gently above the tree line. Your feet press into damp earth and stone, and every step is accompanied by the soft squish of wet moss or the firm texture of slick roots. The forest begins to thin as you climb, and soon you're on a narrow mountain trail. Ferns bow outward, their fronds heavy with dew. Birds begin to return, you hear their wings first, slicing through the air, followed by chirps and calls. Tentative but growing more confident with each moment. You pause at a bend. The view opens up below you. Layers of the forest roll out like waves, green, silver, and shadow. Mist still coils between the trunks like smoke. Above, the sky is clearing slowly, and streaks of deep blue begin to emerge behind torn clouds. As you continue, you pass a thicket of mountain laurel, their leaves glossy from the rain. A squirrel darts across your path, then pauses, curious. It tilts its head at you for a moment before scampering up a nearby trunk. You smile and move on. The trail leads you to a rocky outcrop. Here, flat stones stretch outward, warmed already by the returning light. You sit, stretching your legs out before you. The air is thinner, quieter, but never still. A soft wind curls around your shoulders, tugging gently at your hair. The scent here is pure stone, sun-warmed lichen, and a trace of nearby juniper. You lie back on the stone. It holds your body like memory. You close your eyes and let the mountain cradle you. You sit for a while in the hush of the mountaintop until you hear something new, the echo of laughter, light and warm, carried on the breeze. You rise and follow the sound as it drifts from beyond a curve in the trail. Soon, through a stand of pine trees, you spot it, a small mountainside campground tucked into a natural clearing, ringed with stones and tall grasses. The fire at its center crackles gently, sending curls of pale smoke into the cool air. Around the fire sit a handful of campers, some wrapped in blankets, some with mugs in their hands. A couple roasts food over the flames, and the scent of toasted bread and herbs drifts toward you. Someone is playing a guitar, soft, slow chords, and another hums along. One person leans back to point at the stars while others laugh quietly, sharing stories you can't quite hear. Their faces glow in the firelight. There's a lightness to the way they move, the way they lean toward one another, knees brushing, heads tilted back in shared delight. A dog dozes nearby, ears twitching in sleep, and a child runs and loops around a ring of stones, giggling, before being swept up by gentle arms. You do not join them. You remain just beyond the edge of the light, under the shadow of a tall tree, and yet you feel no distance, no separation. The warmth of their joy reaches you all the same. It doesn't need to be yours to be real. It doesn't need to be touched to be felt. You sit on a low boulder, watching, listening. The fire crackles. The guitar continues its slow rhythm. Someone tells a joke and laughter rises again, not loud, not forced, just easy. The kind of laughter that says, "We are safe. We are enough. We are here. And so are you." You lean your back against the tree trunk. The bark is cool against your skin. You breathe in the scent of wood smoke and pine. You close your eyes, and you rest there. After a while, the sounds of laughter fade gently into the night, replaced once more by the steady hush of the trees. You open your eyes and rise from the boulder, stretching slowly. The trail continues upward, threading through a band of wind-worn pines. Their trunks twist toward the sky like dancers caught mid-turn. and the path beneath your feet crunches with pine needles and damp gravel. A soft breeze brushes your arms, and the scent of distant smoke mixes with cool mountain air. You follow the trail around the ridge, and the forest begins to fall away beside you, revealing an open stretch of mountainside, not a summit, but a place where the land pauses, flat and bare, open to the sky. Wild grasses grow in patches, swaying gently. There is no fire here, no shelter, only the raw presence of the earth beneath your feet and the open sky above. You keep walking until you reach a dry log that has toppled near the edge. You sit on it, facing out over the landscape. Below, the forest stretches endlessly, dark green waves touched by moonlight. Pockets of mist drift lazily across the canopy. Far away, you can see a tiny flicker, perhaps the same campfire you left behind. Now just a faint spark in the distance. You feel the silence here, full and generous. The wind doesn't whistle. It murmurs. You remove your shoes, letting your feet rest directly on the dry ground. The cool earth is grounding. You place your palms beside you, press gently into the wood of the log, and close your eyes. You sit there a long while, not thinking, not waiting, just being. The stars continue to shift above you, slow and faithful. The grasses rustle like whispers. The wind moves through you. You are still. You are present. You are part of it all. When you finally stand again, the night has grown even quieter, as if holding its breath. You begin to descend the slope, and the trail curves inward, folding back toward the forest. But this time, the air has changed. You catch a new scent, subtle but familiar. Sweet, woody, and tinged with the tartness of ripened fruit. You follow it. Soon, you come to a break in the trees, where the forest opens gently into a hollow. The moonlight spills across a low orchard nestled in a shallow basin of the hillside. Old fruit trees grow here, crooked and generous, their branches thick with leaves and hanging fruit. Apples, small and dappled, glisten with dew. Some have fallen to the ground and rest softly in the grass, undisturbed. The orchard is quiet. No fences, no paths, just trees spaced with the casual wisdom of time. You walk between them slowly, brushing your fingers along their bark, rough in places, smooth in others. The grass beneath your feet is cool and soft, tangled with wild clover and violet flowers that close slightly in the night air. You pause beneath one of the trees. A breeze stirs its branches, and a single apple drops to the ground with a muffled thud. You crouch and pick it up. It fits perfectly in your hand, firm, round, faintly warm from the day's sun. You take a bite. The taste is crisp and earthy, just sweet enough. familiar, but not from any place you've been, like a memory that belongs to the land itself. Further into the orchard, you spot a wooden bench, half covered in moss. You brush it off and sit, the scent of ripe fruit and damp wood surrounding you. Crickets sing from the tall grass, and a moth flutters silently past your ear. Somewhere in the distance, a fox barks once, short and sharp, and then all returns to stillness. Above you, the stars seem lower now, as if leaning in to listen. You lean back against the curve of the tree trunk behind the bench. You breathe in. You breathe out. And the orchard waits with you. You remain on the bench for a while, watching the moonlight shift across the orchard floor. The hush is complete, but never empty, filled with the breath of trees, the heartbeat of grass, and the soft rustle of leaves settling into stillness. Eventually, you rise and begin to wander again, letting your steps fall on nothing but ease. The orchard opens wider here, trees spaced farther apart, the ground more open and flat. You pass a small grouping of young saplings and come across a clearing at the far end of the hollow, a place where the trees break completely, giving way to open sky. At the center of this space lies a thick bed of moss and wildflowers, arranged as if by chance, but perfectly shaped, a natural cradle nestled between the roots of two ancient apple trees that curve gently inward like guardians. The ground is slightly raised, dry, and pillowy beneath your feet. It feels safe. It feels meant. You step into the soft grass and kneel, running your hand along the surface. It's cool and inviting. The scent of fruit and earth lingers here, mixed now with the faint trace of chamomile and crushed mint. The stars above seem to slow in their rotation, pausing with you. You settle down, stretching your body along the gentle rise of moss and petal. The grass rustles quietly beneath you, adapting to your weight like it's been waiting for this. Your head finds a cushion of thick clover, and the arching trees sway faintly above, like a canopy of breath. The air is warmer here, still touched by the memory of the sun. A faint breeze moves across your face, carrying with it the last notes of ripened fruit and cool bark. You close your eyes. Your arms rest easily at your sides. Your breath flows without effort. This is your nest. This is your place. This is where the forest sings you to sleep. Let your breath slow now. Let your body grow heavier with each gentle exhale. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do. You are here. Feel the weight of your limbs soften into the earth beneath you. Your feet, your legs soft, your hips, your belly warm, relaxed. Your chest rises and falls, steady as the trees above. Your shoulders melt into the moss, your hands loose and open, your jaw unhinged and calm. Even your thoughts, Whatever's left of them begin to float like mist. Each breath you take carries you further inward, deeper downward. Let your breath be your anchor, in and out. The earth holds you. The trees watch over you. The stars drift above you, unconcerned by time. There is no past here, no future, only this moment of rest. The wind fades to a hush. Even the crickets grow quiet, and all that remains is your breath and the warm pulse of sleep approaching. You are safe. You are loved. You are complete. And now it is time. Let go. Let go. Let go. Sink into this nest the forest made for you. Let sleep rise around you like evening fog. Let dreams come not as stories, but as feelings, soft, wordless, whole. There is nothing else to do, nothing else to carry. Just this, you, held by the earth, cradled in stillness, breathing in rhythm with the night. Sleep now. Sleep deeply. Sleep well. Good night.